It's working after just a couple seconds.
That's good. Because such a humongous fixie couldn't fit inside any machine.
But if you need a fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you need a fixie, please don't let their secret out.
Are you ready for an exciting word adventure? Join us as we meet fun letters, discover awesome words, and play with sounds on an epic phonics journey. Sing songs, create words, and have a blast along the way.
My hat and my bag, and let's go visit the market.
Catch Word Adventure on Feel It. Weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. only on Tvwan.
4 hours before a Japanese patrol arrived at the crash site. Can it be possible that the locals have got there first before the Japanese? And is it possible the sword can still be on the island?
Together, you are going to something. But I won't give you a story. Brandy man, you're going to come or say, you know the French.
Hello and thanks for joining us. This is the Midday News. The second batch of city wardens are currently conducting awareness to inform the public about their deployment, which takes effect on Monday, March 31st. The second batch will be deployed to Port Moresby South to assist police in mitigating crime, especially at the bus stop and market areas. The objective of raising awareness is to ensure that the public is better informed, educated, and aware of their roles and responsibilities before their deployment. About 50 wardens are equipped to start their duties next week, Monday, to ensure a safe and secure Moresby South. One of the founding fathers of Papua New Guinea, Sir Yamamoto, has called on young leaders to uphold the fundamental principles enshrined in the Constitution as the nation approaches its 50th anniversary. Sir Yano, in an exclusive interview with this newsroom, emphasized the vital role that the Constitution plays in guiding the country's development, governance, and social harmony.
Sir Yamamoto has urged the next generation of leaders to take inspiration from the constitutional values of unity, respect, and justice, and to champion these principles in their leadership endeavors. Sir Yano expressed concern about the challenges facing the nation, including social inequality and governance issues, and encouraged young leaders to actively engage in addressing these matters through a constitutionally grounded approach.
safety belum dilakukan di masa nabstro. Mas one people want country na one people line. Ini dia mi belaman lo festa so mi belasan nabstro na mi belatok. One people, one country, one nation.
By invoking the importance of the Constitution, Yamamoto aims to inspire a renewed commitment among young leaders to foster democratic principles, uphold the rule of law, and work toward a thriving, inclusive society that respects the rights and duties of all citizens. He believes that with strong leadership rooted in constitutional values, Papua New Guinea can navigate the complexities of the future while honoring the aspirations of its founders.
I got strong belief now. I'm a Muslim. Give him country below. Now we go on below you below the umbrella. Milani below much locatim good, not on him country below me, locatim riches below me. Now you got a wedding, you got a case, you got coffee, you got planted something on this karam, got to give him you planted through. Some of this must locatim good. Now even on a bagrab country.
Moreover, Yano called for community engagement in economic decision-making processes, advocating for transparency and accountability in how wealth is managed and distributed. By fostering an inclusive economic environment, he believes Papua New Guinea can build a more just society where every individual has the chance to thrive.
Brother, we brought to fight to an old man. All the go finish. Now me one place stop yet. Now me talk. Thank you long. Me bra. We in this 50 years celebration. Bra you me come more right or more right. Now me come one people one country. Me come more right. Digli round tadal stop long. But believe make him na. And tadal you me got area so digli tadal. All the people na country na or something na come up good.
His call for equal sharing of wealth is not just a matter of economic fairness, it is also a plea for social justice and national unity, highlighting the need that a prosperous nation can only be achieved when all its people have a stake in its success. Maricela Kelleton, Tvwan News.
On March 21st, Don Bosco Technical Secondary School celebrated its annual Community Day with a series of events highlighting the institution's commitment to the holistic education of young people and community engagement. The day commenced with a Eucharistic celebration emphasizing the importance of unity and spiritual growth within the school community. Following the Mass, the atmosphere shifted to one of festivity and camaraderie as students, staff, and guests participated in various activities of the carnival, as it is commonly known. The highlight of the day was the mini Olympic Games, where students competed in events such as running, high jump, long jump, and shot put. These activities fostered teamwork, sportsmanship, and physical fitness, aligning with the Salesian educational philosophy of nurturing both body and spirit. The Community Day celebration at DBTSS has been a long-standing tradition reflecting the school's dedication to fostering a family-like environment. The Green Finance Center, under the auspices of the Central Bank of Papua New Guinea, is hosting its inaugural Green Finance Summit to unlock green finance opportunities, foster green investment, and support inclusive growth across key national priorities such as agriculture, sustainable land use and marine resources, renewable energy, women-led enterprises, and small and medium-sized businesses. The summit brings together senior government along with leaders from the financial sector, development partners, and private sector stakeholders in the country, the Pacific region, and international donor partners.
The Green Finance Summit 2025 serves as a timely platform for Papua New Guinea to engage with regional and global stakeholders to explore innovative financial instruments and exchange best practices. Central banks from across the South Pacific and Asia will also join to learn and share more about Papua New Guinea's progress and explore best practices that can be implemented and adopted locally. The summit facilitated discussions on sustainable development and highlighted perspectives on international partners who shared their perspectives and priorities on sustainable development.
Green growth is especially relevant to PNG. I learned about the important goal set by the government, doubling the size of the economy, creating 1 million jobs, improving the quality of life for all PNG citizens. Their ambition, yet they're just fair. PNG has great potential, is blessed with an abundance of natural resources. You have a clear vision ahead on how to preserve your natural and cultural heritage, and there is a promising sector, let alone now a revamping in the extractive sector. But there are challenges ahead.
We want to make sure that as we work in a country that we do this in a way that's demand driven, and that we are providing customized solution to the government's development agenda, right, to basically meet their needs and challenges.
The discussions on sustainable development further underscored opportunities for collaboration in advancing inclusive green growth and climate resilient development in the country.
Integrating climate change is crucial. All countries have to do it.
Our work on with SEPA about natural capital accounting, it showed the huge potential, but to realize the potential, we actually need to develop natural capital accounting on the ground and actually demonstrate concretely in ways which will gain the trust of financial institutions the value of nature-based assets.
But when talking about green growth more generally, I think it's important, as other panelists have mentioned, that this is embedded as an idea and as a principle throughout wider economic development strategies. And I think several panelists today have spoken about the real benefits that could come from doing that across Papua New Guinea.
Through this summit, the GFC aims to share its progress with the stakeholders, facilitate a meaningful dialogue between locals and international experts, and lay the groundwork for the implementation of practical and impactful sustainable finance initiatives in Papua New Guinea and the Pacific. The 3-day summit ends this evening. Maricela Kelleton, TV1 News.
Turning abroad, a bill to amend the country's environment laws to protect salmon farming on Tasmania's west coast will be tabled in federal parliament tomorrow. The move has angered environmentalists who warn that it could threaten the survival of the Mogian stake and have broader consequences.
The fury of environmentalists directed at the federal government. Some of the country's biggest green groups switching target from Peter Dutton to the Prime Minister.
This week in Parliament, the Prime Minister is proposing to send a species extinct. We have to stop that.
The skate is at the same levels that it was back a decade ago.
Legislation to amend Australia's environment laws will be introduced to Parliament tomorrow. It means that if a project didn't require a full federal environmental assessment to begin with, because it has state or territory oversight and has been ongoing for at least 5 years, the Environment Minister won't be able to reconsider its approval. The change is intended to quash the current challenge to salmon farming in Tasmania's Macquarie Harbour, brought on by environment groups worried about the endangered Mogian skate.
I can guarantee the mining companies would never get out of it, would never get away with an exemption of what salmon's asking for tomorrow.
The fact that Tasmania's salmon corporations need a carve-out from federal environment laws to even be able to continue to operate sends a very clear message.
But with the coalition likely to support the amendment, their protests may be futile.
I want to leave Parliament this week with the bill having passed, because it's what Tasmanian salmon workers need.
We support jobs, but we also support sustainability.
Labor swept into power with a plan to strengthen the nation's environment laws. 3 years later, Green groups say it's ending its first term, weakening them. And while salmon farming inspired this amendment, they fear the change will have broader implications.
Back home in sports, the PNG national basketball 3x3 team participating in the Asia Cup 2025 in Singapore plays its first game this afternoon against Kazakhstan. Team PNG plays Maldives and Iran on Thursday in crucial matches. Both opponents have brought in their best teams, and so do Team PNG. There is a lot to expect on the courts tomorrow. PNG national basketball team sent 8 players, 4 men and 4 women, to participate at the event. The team is confident they can do well under newly appointed coach Gabriel Elavo. And that ends the news update. Do join us at 6 tonight for more news and sports.